Hi guys, this is Sadik from Debugging.com. In this video, we'll show you how to flash the latest crDroid ROM based on Android 16 onto OnePlus 11. So please take a backup of all that on your phone and then let's get started. First off, get the ROM file from here and its IMG file as well. This is the official link of the ROM file. So get the ROM from this link. After that, click on the recovery links from here. And inside that, you will see quite a lot of files. Just get the 5 files which are the BB meta, vendor boot, DTBO, recovery and boot, and they should have the same date as the date of the ROM file. So for example, if you go back, you see the ROM is the 1st of November. So please get all the 5 files which are of the same date, which is you could see over here. All the 5 files have the same date, the 1st of November. So please get all the 5 files. Once you've got the files, let me just verify it once. The ROM file, and these are all the 5 IMG files. Once you've got the file, your next action is to get the Android SDK platform tool from my article and extract them onto your PC. You can do so whenever you want. In my case, I've done the extraction in C drive, and as you could see, the following are the files of platform tools. One that is done. Now enable USB debugging and OEM unlocking. The debugging is required for ADB command, and OEM unlocking is required to unlock the phone. So let's enable both the toggles. For that, go to settings, then go to about phone, which is over here, then version, and type on version number 7 times. Then go back, go to system, dev options, and enable OEM unlocking from here as well as USB debugging. You'll get a prompt, type on OK. You might get one more prompt, type on allow. And with this, the debugging is now enabled. Let me first do a verification for that. So type in CMD in the address bar of platform tools, hit the enter key. Now type in the command ADB devices and verify that you are having an ID. As you could see, we are having this ID. If that's all well and good, then your next action is to unlock the phone. For unlocking the phone, boot the phone to Fastboot mode. Then use the command Fastboot flashing unlock. You'll get a prompt on your phone. So use the volume key to highlight unlock the bootloader and press the power key to confirm. With this, the phone will be unlocked and will be taken to the OS. Once that happens, please re-enable USB debugging once again. Moving on, our next action is to transfer the ROM file inside the folder of platform tools. So get all the files, the 5 IMG files as well, inside platform tools, and the ROM file as well. ROM file is over here. Let's copy that as well. Once you've got all the files, please do a renaming as well. When you get the IMG file, there will be a date before the file name. For example, if you try to download, let's say, the file of BB meta, you could see that you will get a date as well. So please remove the date from the end. That's not required. I'll show you what I mean. For the sake of reference, I'm using this file. Okay, there's something wrong with the server, I suppose. Let's do a refresh and try it out once again. Okay. But why it's not able to download the file, I don't know. Let's change the server, any other one from the Kenya one. This is quite fast, and let's see what happens now. Then I'll show you what I mean exactly. So start download, and we have got the file. So when you get the IMG files, there will be date at the starting of the file name. So please remove the date as well from the starting, and if you have any numbers at the end, remove that as well. It should just be the file name on the IMG format. So as you could see over here, we only have the IMG names of the file, official names. That is it. Likewise, rename the ROM file to something else, something more shorter. Let's rename it to ROM, and the name becomes rom.zip. Once that is complete, our next course of action is to boot the phone to Fastboot mode. For that, simply type in the command of ADB reboot bootloader and hit the enter key. The phone should now be in the Fastboot mode in a few seconds. Let's wait for that to happen. Once it's in the Fastboot mode, type in the command of Fastboot devices and verify that you are having an ID. If you're not having this ID, then please install the Fastboot drivers onto your PC. The link for the drivers should be given in my article only, which is here. Once done, right click on the Windows icon and choose Device Manager. Then expand the Android phone section and verify your phone is shown here as Android interface. You could see. If that's all well and good, then let's now flash the ROM file. The steps should be given here only in this article. crDroid, first off, flash the file of BB meta. Let's flash all these 5 files. The order of flashing does not matter. Then we have the boot file, which is over here. Then we have the file of DTBO. Let's flash that as well. After that, we have the file of vendor boot. So paste it here, hit enter. Finally, we have the file of crDroid recovery, which is this one. Paste the command here as well. And once that is done, let's now boot the phone to the newly flashed recovery. So type in the command of fastboot reboot recovery and hit the enter key. With this, we should now be inside the crDroid recovery. This will take just a few seconds. Let's wait for that to happen. And after that, we'll flash the ROM file. So you could now see we are booting in the crDroid recovery. So first off, please do a factory reset. So go there, format data, factory reset. Again, format data. Data wipe is now complete. So go back, apply update, apply from ADB. And first off, type in the command of ADB devices and verify that you're having a serial ID. Not the ID. In fact, it should be the sideload keyword. You could see we are having a sideload keyword. If that's all well and good, then type in the command of ADB sideload and the file name, which in our case is rom.zip. Hit enter key. The flashing will now start. Take up to around 4 to 5 minutes. So let's wait for that to complete. Okay, as you could see, there is some issue. Error in sideload package status 7. Error applying update 7. Okay, not a cause of any concern. Just flash the super empty img file and your task stands complete. So let me first have a look at that file. I made a video and an article on that as well. If you want, you may have a look at that. But in short, simply get the file super empty img file. But as you could see with crDroid, the thing is they haven't given us this file. The file is not there. If you go here, you could see there's no file of super empty img. So what can be done? Well, no issue. Just get the file from LineageOS ROM. They are the only ROM which gave us this file. So thanks to them, we have the file. So go to the LineageOS Partition Files, and from there, get the file of super empty img from here. And using this file, we will rectify all the issues. Start download. Once you have got the file, transfer the file onto your platform tools folder, which is over here. Copy it and paste it here. Let me rename it to something more meaningful as well for the future usage. OP11. For now, simply do a file renaming and rename it to super empty. Remove the number from the end should be removed. Once that is done, let's now flash the file. So for that, the command is just give me a second. Super empty file. Okay, I should be having the command on my nothing flashing, nothing phone 2. Okay, this is the article. I will link the command in my OnePlus article as well in a few seconds after the video has been published. This is the command fastboot wipe super empty img. So now that we have the file in the platform tools, which is over here, now type in this command. But before doing so, go to advanced, reboot to bootloader. Not the fastboot, it should be the bootloader, because we want to use the fastboot mode. By fastboot, it means the fastboot D, which is not required. We want the fastboot mode. So once you're in the fastboot mode, paste the command, hit the enter key. It's now flash. So now once again, type in the command of fastboot, reboot, recovery, hit enter. The phone should now be inside the crDroid recovery once again. And now we'll be able to flash the file with ease. There should not be any issue whatsoever. Now first off, let's do a factory reset once again to be on safer side. Once that is complete, let's now try to flash the ROM file once again. Open the CMD window, and the command is as follows, as you might be aware. So go to apply update from ADB, and let's see what happens now. ADB sideload rom.zip, hit the enter key. The flashing should now start without any issue whatsoever. Let me show you. As you could see, step 1 of 2. So when you have that issue of error applying update 7, simply wipe the super slot of your phone, or this command fastboot wipe super empty img file. You may use the file from the LineageOS ROM. The file is applicable across all the ASP ROM on Android 16 for the OnePlus 11. So you may use this file and get the job done. And there is my article as well on this regard. You could see how to fix the issue, and there's a video as well. So anytime you face the issue, simply use the file to flash the file and use this command to flash the file and then get the job done. So let's not wait for the file to be flashed. This will take a few seconds. The ROM is now being flashed onto our phone till the 47% mark. That will happen. So let's wait for that to complete. So guys, the flashing is now complete. If you want to flash any other zip file, let's say GApps, then tap on yes or else tap on no. For now, let's flash the GApps, although that's optional, but I'll show you once again how to flash it just for the sake of reference. Tap on yes. The phone should now reboot to the recovery mode, and after that, I'll show you how to flash GApps. In the meantime, let's have a look at our article for the flashing of GApps. The link is there only over here. Open this link for GApp flashing, and you could see there are quite a few GApp variants. For example, the Core GApp with the least number of GApp packages. Then you have skip the Go GApp, that's not required, that's for only Android Go phones. Then you have the basic GApps, Omni GApp, Stock GApp, and Full GApp with all the GApp packages. Likewise, there are quite a few, you could say, developers who are having this GApp packages. The Light GApps, Nick GApp, Mind the Gaps, and Bit GApp are the 4 most common ones. Let's use the Nick GApp for now. Click on download link. Download now from here. And after that, choose the release section. From release, choose the Android version, which is Android 16. Then choose the date. Only one date is there for now, it's fine. And now choose the required GI package. For now I'm using the core GApps. Once you have got the GI package onto your PC, transfer the file inside platform tools. So let's copy it from here, paste it like platform tools. Likewise, rename it to something shorter. So let's rename it to GApps and the name becomes gapps.zip. Now once that is complete, on your phone go to apply update from ADB, and then you want to do an ADB sideload of the zip file. I'm again repeating, it's just optional. If you want, you may skip this as well, but I want to flash it, so I'm typing ADB sideload, file name which is gapps.zip, and hit enter. And depending on the GI package, the flashing speed might vary. Since I'm using the core GI with the least number of GApps, the flashing will very fast. But if you're using the, let's say, stock or the full GApps, then it will flash quite a lot of files, and in that case this might take some time. As you could see over here, the flashing is now complete. Finally, if you have flash GApps or not, that does not matter. Please do a factory reset at the very end. Format data, once again formatting of the phone is complete now, as you could see. So go back and reboot system now. The phone should now boot to the OS, but the first booting up will take up some time, I guess 30-40 seconds at the very least. So with that in mind, let's at least keep a tab on the boot logo or the boot animation. They should now appear anytime soon. So let's see how it looks, and you could see we have the crDroid boot animation. And now again, this might take a little bit longer, only for the first time. So you could see we have got the boot animation as well, and that is complete in a few more seconds. And now we are inside the OS, so let's get started. Tap on start over here, then next. Let's skip this for now. If you want, you may connect to Wi-Fi, link your Google account and restore all the app data. I am not doing a restoration right now because that will take ages to complete. Let's skip all of that. Just navigation is fine, and I suppose that is it. We are inside the OS with a few Google apps because I use the core GApps. I'm only getting the Play Store, the Google Play service, and the service framework in the backend. This is the new QoS price, as you could see, from Android 16 base, and we have the new QoS, the new settings menu as well. First off, let's access the crDroid settings, and you could see we have all the lot of tweaks over here, starting with the status bar tweaks. So you may sure hide these icons, then clock style, clock positioning, date and time. Let me add the seconds. They are now added. You may add a background chip as well. Let's turn that off for now. Then anything else fancy as such, colored icons, enable that. Now lock and unlock the phone once, and you will then see the colored icons now enabled. You may add a logo as well. From these various logos are there, robot, ninja. Let's turn it off for now. Battery style, let's say dotted circle, and you could see it's now changed. Battery percent next to the icon, it's now shown. Double tap to sleep, it's working well and good. Double tap to wake is also working. Then brightness control by sliding over here, this is working as well. Quick pull down right hand side, it's fine. Then in the QoS settings, you may add an header image if required. From this section, there are quite a lot of images, as you could see from here. Choose any one of them from this drop down list. Let's say flat scenery, and you could apply the required one from here, and it's now implemented. Next up, after that, we have the battery percentage. Let's say it's fine, right? Battery style, icon landscape on the right hand side, and you could see it's now changed. Brightness slider shape, rounded square, and it's changed. QoS style shape, let's say square. This does not look quite nice. Let's go back to the rounded square. Let me see how it looks. It's fine, nothing fancy, but will get the job done. Let's choose dynamic only for now. You may add more columns and rows if required. For now, this is fine. The 4 columns looks more than sufficient for now. Then we have the lock screen tweaks. Clock font style, you may see various font style of the clocks. Well, it's a long list. Let me choose any random one. Karamuru, I don't know what's that. Let me see how it looks. Well, it's something weird, but we'll get the job done for now. Battery info on the lock screen. If you want, you may enable this, but it will require the GPS and Wi-Fi to be enabled at most of the times. Tap to sleep, which is working, we have seen. Okay, icon picker for the fingerprint. There are various icons to choose from, as you could see. You also have the animations for the fingerprint. I made a short on this as well. You may have a look at the shorts on how each of the animation look like. So please go through that once. and power menu in the lock screen is required for me. Buttons, partial screenshot, power menu, advanced restart is there, enabled by default, which is the system UI, recovery, fastboot demode, all the things are there. That's great to see. Then UI tweaks, AOD, ambient display, let's enable this. Show when charging, and you could see we have got the AOD, the clocks also there. Double tap to wake, then unlock it, and screen of animations, CRT, theming engine from here, let's say expressive, rainbow, not nice, monochromatic. Let's go with the expressive only. This is fine. Navigation bar style, for using 3-button navigation, you may choose from any one of these style and get the job done. Then you have the font style. Again, you could see it's a long list of fonts. Let's randomly choose any one of these. Let's say Comic Sans. It's now enabled. Icon pack for the status bar icons. I choose the lawn. It's something unique. Then signal icon style. You could see a long list of icons. Same goes for the Wi-Fi style as well. Then the icon shapes. It's the pebble one which I go with always. And these are the various icon size. Notification tweaks. Google animations. Force stop button, the notification. Let me see. Okay, it's green. I don't know why that. Okay, the theming has been changed slightly. This is not what I was expecting it. Let me see this. So force stop is there. Okay, just give me a second. The UI is not what I was expecting it to be. I have to change the UI. Default is this one, tonal spoof spot. Yeah, now it's fine. Moving on with the next notification tweaks. Less boring, // for incoming call. No, that's not nice. Volume panel on the left hand side, you may change the volume panel time mode as well. Enable vibrations for the calls and disconnect. Miscellaneous gaming space. So enable notification move spoof calling mode, no action. Okay, the call will get automatically rejected or answered when you're in the gaming mode. Ringer mode, don't change. Stay awake. Lock the gestures. Disable 3-finger swipe, this is required. Disable debugging. Okay, now this should be turned off only. You may add the app from this section, and then these tweaks will be applied on that app. Then auto fix I don't know. Perform key attestation to. Okay, I don't think that's required right now. Google Play integrated spoof, that's required. Keybox override. So let's see. I have a keybox file right now. Let's try to pass the strong test using that, which is over here. Copy the file, paste the file onto your phone. So enable file transfer from here. And now let's transfer the file onto our phone, which is here. Paste the file here. Rename the file to keybox. Remove the number from the very end. So let's do that. Hit the enter key. Now go back and choose the keybox file. It's not loaded. Disable forcing strong. So when enabled, do not enforce strong integrity from valid keybox and depend on the. Okay, no, please keep that turned off for now. Enable Netflix spoof to watch, stream the content of DRM in full HD. Allow app downgrade is required as well. 3-finger swipe. Let's say take a screenshot. It's working well and good. About crDroid, well, that's not required. Let's first have a look whether we are passing the strong test or not. So we have already uploaded the file, the keybox file. Let me now connect to Wi-Fi, and after that I will install the app to verify if we are passing the test or not. And what about the PIF? Okay, Google Play integrated spoof your phone as a different model. That's not needed for me, but I want to see the PIF file. That option is not there. Maybe we could easily pass the strong test using the keybox file only. So now we have to test it out. Okay, I have to log into my Google account as well. That's a must. After that, I will install the Play integrity API checker app, and then we'll see whether we are passing or not. So please give me a few seconds. The login is now complete. So let's now install the app, which is Play integrity API checker app. Just give me a second. Play integrity. This is the app. Let's install it. You may also check from the Play Store itself, no need for a third-party app. I'll show you how. So we'll see by both the tests. First by the app. Let's open the app now. Tap on check, and let's see what happens now. As you could see, we are passing the strong test with ease. So simply load the keybox file from here. Your task stands complete. To get the keybox file, you may either ask the file from the article's comment section. I will email you the file personally. You get the file on your Gmail account or any of your email client. or you may also use my keybox module. But for the module, you'll have to root the ROM, which is not required. Suppose why will you do a rooting when you can simply load the file? So ask the file, I will share the file with you. It's the 24th keybox file, which is currently live. Let me do a refresh once and let me see it. Yes, 24 is currently live. So get the file, load the file over here, log into your account, and you could see we are passing the strong test with ease. You may also simply launch the Play Store, tap on your account, go to settings, about, tap on Play Store version 7 times, then go to general, dev options, and tap on check integrity. And you could now see we're passing the strong test as well. So apart from that, let's see what all is there in the wallpaper and style section. You may change the theme from this section or from here as well. So should light theme from here or back to dark theme. Then apart from that, enable theme icons, they are now implemented. Change the grid size. For me, the 5x5 is the one which I use always. Now it's fine. You may change the icon font or shape, which we have done already. In the lock screen, you have a new clock style you could see from here. This is the clock which I have used earlier. All the rest are the same as before in the USB ROMs. This is the new one which we have currently. And apart from that, in the home settings, you could change the icon size, label, allow notification access. That is a must for me. Allow. Then apart from that, in the home screen, you may swipe to access Google Apps. Since I use the Core G app, in the Core G app, there is no Google app. To use the Google app, you have to use the, I guess, the stock or the full G apps. That's why it's currently turned off. At a glance is shown. This is the at a glance widget. You could see over here. Then apart from that, in the app drawer, enable theme icons as well. Background, just keep the transparency at 50% and see how it looks. Much better than before. Apart from that, swipe to start search, app search bar is fine. In the recent app screen, opacity is fine. Memory info, lens, screenshot, and clear all buttons. The lens will appear at a later stage, but the screenshot and the clear all are there. RAM is also there. The lens might not appear soon. Let me now see. Okay, again, lens is not there. You might have to do a system UI restart. Only after restart, the lens might appear. Not an issue. Miscellaneous, nothing fancy as such. And that is all. So guys, that's all from this video. If you have any query with regard to any of the steps, let me know in the comment section. And thanks a lot for watching.